What's up, guys? Jared Sudsoul here. I don't know what the f did that, so I'm gonna just step back over here real quick. I'm just gonna make a quick video on our trip to Miami we took. We went down, I think, 2 weekends ago. It was maybe even 3 for the Cinco de Mayo weekend, and it was just me and Trey. We loaded up one afternoon, figured we had nothing better to do, and figured we'd head down there. But yeah, so from where we're at in Tampa, we really don't have any peacock bass. We have a couple of cichlids, but most of our fish are either going to be freshwater bass, brim, catfish, things like that, and also, I mean, we have saltwater fish, everything from snook, redfish, trout, tarpon, you name it, we have it in Tampa. I'd never been down to Miami before to actually target peacock bass. So we had headed out probably around 6 o'clock, and the drive down there was just incredible. I mean, a lot of country back roads, not too much traffic. Just going to Miami alone, seeing all the nightlife, all the lights and everything down there was pretty incredible. Mostly everybody down there too speaks Spanish. And we didn't know what anybody was saying. We went to Hooters that night, some fire hot wings. I said, nah. And we ended up sleeping in the Walmart parking lot after. They actually have a policy where you can park your camper there and stay overnight, so thank you, Walmart. You guys are amazing. We woke up that next morning, probably around 6 o'clock, got out on the water, swept the kayaks in, we went over the channel, and it was super rough. I mean, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. Ended up getting to that side edge, and Trey had thrown his crankbait a couple times. I was using a topwater, and he actually hooked into the first peacock bass of the trip. After he had hooked into that, we went just around the curb, and there was this big abandoned building, and that's where I actually stuck my first peacock bass. I was using a fly rod, just dropped a little tiny fly down, and sure enough, boom!
Oh my god!
Yama, baby. Nice. First peacock, baby. Nice. Look at that, man.
Right after I had caught that fish, Trey came up to me and he said, dude, we've got to get out of there. There's this guy that just came out of the stairwell and he's trying to rob us. And me out, started running back for the kayaks. I got in, I started paddling away. I caught my first peacock bass and I almost got murdered. Those are two first things that happened when I was in Miami. After that, we had started paddling down a canal, and Trey had managed to stick a couple of cichlids. We went a little bit further down, and there was this small stretch of land that was right beside a hotel, and Trey had saw a huge peacock bass right there. Now, one thing about peacock bass that a lot of people don't know is they're super, super, super aggressive. He had hooked into that peacock bass, set it really hard with the fly rod. It was actually, I think he caught it on a Clouser minnow that our friend Ryan Howard had tied up a little bit before the trip. And yeah, so he landed that peacock bass, and that was the biggest one of the trip so far. From what I know of peacock bass, it was pretty big, about a 2.5, 3 pounder. Decent size, I mean, amazing fight. It was definitely taking some line off of that fly rod. So we went down a little bit further, and then we actually had to come back because we needed to go and pay for our boat slip. Went and did that, paid for it, and got back in the water, headed over towards where the airport was at. It headed a little bit farther down into another canal that we had seen, and right on that first edge, Trey had managed to see another big peacock bass. We got on shore and hid behind some palm fronds, and he ended up catching that fish too. it's pretty much all of the fish that we had caught, and we had caught a couple more peacock bass, a couple more cichlids, you know, saw some largemouth bass, brim, stuff like that. Really incredible experience. I mean, I would definitely recommend somebody go down there if you're feeling like catching some peacock bass. You'll save a lot of money not spending that money to go to the Amazon or places like that where it's $3,000 to $10,000 when you can go down and pretty much fish them from the shore. I mean, what we did was took kayaks, but you can easily access every part of where we were at from the shoreline. Some places it's trespassing, but you gotta risk it to get a biscuit, right? So yeah, after we got done there, we just kind of headed back to the boat ramp. Ended up going down to the Everglades after that, and it was a pretty nice drive over. We went to a small island, I don't remember what it was called, but I ended up having frog legs for the first time, and I had gator bites, which was phenomenal. Don't remember the place, but it was incredible. And we actually stayed at another place down there with a camper, woke up really early again, right at sunlight. Went out to a couple spots that our friends had tipped us off to, but we just didn't end up catching anything. But we did have an incredible time down there too, a lot of kayaking. Just got a couple of videos, you know, drone shots, and it honestly was a beautiful place too. So I would definitely be looking forward to going back to the Everglades and 100% Miami. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tune in whenever we post another video. Like, subscribe, follow us, creep on us, message us, do everything. We'd love to hear from you guys, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.